Argos. Visit there? Do you? Well, they've been in the spotlight a lot this week, haven't they? First, because angry parents accused the store of bumping up their prices during their 3 for 2 offer in the run-up to Christmas. Now there's a focus on one particular toy, the Lover-Bella doll. Heard of it? Lover-Bella doll? The Caucasian version. Jeez, who wrote this? Who wrote this? In relation to dolls, really? The white doll, or white version of the doll, was part of the 3 for 2 deal, but the African-American... you guys are funny. The African-American doll was not. Argos say this is because the African-American doll could only be made available online, and only available online because of limited supply, and online toys were excluded from the offer. See where we're going with this? But if you are somebody of colour and you wanted to buy the dolls, you can't avail yourself of the same deal that everybody else can avail yourself of. I think that's what we're going for here. Let's find out, shall we? Helen Dewdney is author of How to Complain, the Essential Consumer Guide to Getting Refunds, Redress and Results. Helen, what's this story about?
Well, I mean, I think you've put it in a nutshell, that the white doll was in the 3 for 2 and the black doll wasn't. And, my personal opinion is why on earth not? And to say that it's only because one doll was in the online version only and the other one was in stores, that begs the question, why was that the case as well?
No, come on. You're in retail. You understand this. Where don't companies market to their or sell to their biggest market and tailor things towards those who would buy the most of the individual product? Is that not the way all business operates?
Well, that might be the case. And I think if you look in other stores, they're only selling the white doll, and that begs another question. But actually, are they then excluding other customers? So, in the short term, they might be looking at the bottom line and saying this is what we make the profit on. But actually, it's 2017. What are you doing here? What are you telling people here?
I'm telling you that there are fewer of these, and therefore they're online. Is not all of this just indicative of the toy industry?
So I missed the start of what you said.
So I'm saying to you, you're very lucky. Some stores don't offer you African-American dolls, but we're going to do it for you. But it's only over there. What's the problem with that?
Well, you could say that, but I think there is a point about if you're saying, as Argos is saying, there was limited stock, why is there limited stock? That does raise the question of the whole bigger issue that isn't just related to Argos. There is a bigger issue of why. Are you really telling me that different colour plastics are more available than another?
No, I'm telling you that 4% or something of the population is of colour, and the majority and our biggest, by far and away is this. And it's reflected in the numbers we produce. I'm trying, Helen. I'm trying. It's reflected in the number that we produce. Let me read Argos' statement to you, because it's a fascinating one for us here. And you would have heard the stories in America about black dolls costing more than white dolls. I think this essentially, from the complainer's point of view, is that everything should be available for everyone. Mm-hmm. But here's Argos' the statement from Argos. They said, our 3 for 2 promotion, which has ended, has been hugely popular, including thousands of toys which are available both online and in store. Online only products were not included in this offer, and this particular doll is available online only. This is because, and here's the most important bit to get your thoughts on, this is because supply in the UK is extremely limited. This is not discriminatory because none of the online only products were included in our 3 for 2 offer.
Yeah, well, that's interesting because that's slightly changed to the statement that I got from them when I released the story on Wednesday. But my argument still is, if there's less call for it, why, and there's less demand for it, then why can't it still be in the deal? That doesn't really explain why. If it's a less, why can't it? Because there must be other toys in their whole strand of their thousands of toys that sell better and don't sell as well, but they're still in the 3 for 2. Why is this particular one? Because at the end of the day, the white doll also sold out, and you couldn't get any of them on the last.
What do you think this is about, H?
Sorry?
What do you think this is about?
I think there's probably a bigger story. I think it's probably fair to say that if you look at other companies, certainly other companies, when I was looking at it a bit more and I was trying to see if other companies were doing the deals and how they were doing it, they were only selling the white dolls. So I think there is a bigger issue here. There is still, even in 2017, there is still discrimination about that, about people being able to find dolls for their children that look like them or whatever it is. There's still an issue about companies and senior managers about what they're buying. But I think this particular one, it's looked at, I think it's been sort of, they haven't looked at it properly, they haven't looked at it fully, and they've gone, this is item X, and it's only online, so therefore it doesn't go into 342. This is an item Y, so it does go into 342, and it needs somebody, needs people looking at the bigger picture and saying, oh, actually, what's the knock-on effect of all of this? And looking at the bigger picture, I think, it's people looking at their spreadsheets rather than looking at actually what the customer would really appreciate.
Helen, we're going to have to leave it there, but I truly appreciate your time very, very much. Helen Dewdney there. So what do you think? She's the author of How to Complain, the Essential Consumer Guide to Getting Refunds. Is there a story here?